Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Gonzaga DC Classic for today's coverage of St. Vincent Pallotti from Laurel, Maryland versus Gonzaga College High School Eagles from Washington, D.C., the host of this tournament. My name's Arthur Farage. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play today. Sitting on my left is Lance Filippo, and how are you today, Lance?
I'm doing great, Arthur. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to watch this game. Who are you going to be looking out for with this game?
Well, on the Pallotti side, I'm looking for Anthony Blunt to really show his stuff tonight. He's been terrific all tournament for Pallotti, and really has been running the offense. On the Gonzaga side, I'm looking for guys like Carlos Hub to show their stuff, and Miles Stute. Got like all the big seniors and upperclassmen. I'm looking for those guys to come out and show how good they are. But you know, it's going to come down to who can make their shots from mid-range and deep. Both teams can work the ball inside and play tough down in the paint. It's going to come down to who can make their shots.
Yep, that's very true. Vincent Pallotti have only come from Laurel, Maryland, so there won't be too much of a home court advantage for Gonzaga. But do you think they'll still be able to use that to their advantage, Lance?
You mean the home court advantage for Gonzaga?
Yes.
Well, the court is so purple, I don't see how they couldn't.
It's very true. We're getting very close to tip-off right now. You've got about 40 seconds to go. Yeah.
Well, the teams are just gathering together and huddling up for their pre-tip coordinations.
Going over some final tactics.
Arthur, what kind of offense do you anticipate what kind of defense do you anticipate both teams will come out playing?
From the Gonzaga defense, they have 3 guards and 2 forwards, so I would expect maybe a 3-2 zone from them.
3-2 zone?
Mm-hmm.
I anticipate Pallotti will come out playing a man defense as they have throughout the tournament. They've been playing a tough man defense, but they really haven't been able to stop teams from getting down low in the paint and scoring. So I'm going to look for them to improve on that tonight.
Very true.
No better way to take a break from your busy holiday shopping than to enjoy some great high school basketball here in the Carnegie Center and the 30th Annual Gonzaga DC Classic. And it's time for game 2 of our tournament play this afternoon. This game for 5th place features the Panthers of St. Vincent Pallotti from Laurel, Maryland. The Panthers competed the Maryland Interscholastic Athletic Association and are making their 4th appearance in the DC Classic. And they square off against the host Eagles of Gonzaga College High School, members of the Washington Catholic Athletic Conference. We start by introducing today's starters for the Panthers from St. Vincent Pallotti. At forward, a 6'6" senior, number 4, Gil Oku. At center, 6'6" senior, number 33, Miles Mallory. At point guard, a 6'2" junior, number 2, Anthony Blunt. Also at guard, a 6'2" junior, number 13, Joel McNair. And at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 12, Isaiah Oshanaye. And for the Panthers, the head coach is Dennis Murphy. And now for the host Eagles of Gonzaga High School. At forward, a 6'7" junior, number 5, Terrence Williams. Also starting at forward, a 6'7" junior, number 22, Miles Stute. At point guard, a 6'2" junior, number 2, Chuck Harris. At guard, a 6'4" senior, number 1, Anwar Hill. And at guard, a 6'4" senior, number 13, John Watts. The assistant coaches, Roger Garfield, Juan Hill, Denton Williams, Margaret Harper, and the head coach of the Eagles is Steve Turner.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. In case you didn't hear our starting lineups for St. Vincent's, we have number 2, Anthony Blunt. Number 4, Jill Otu. Number 12, Isaiah Oshanaye. Number 13, Jomel McNair. And number 33, Miles Mallory. For Gonzaga, we have number 1, Anwar Gill. number 2, Chuck Harris, number 5, Terrence William, number 13, Josh Watts, and number 22, Miles Stute.
And they're all upperclassmen, so that's going to come into play here. The experience is really going to have to take over for Gonzaga.
Yes, sir. Gonzaga's just having their final huddle before they take the court. St. Vincent's appear to be in position, ready for the game.
Yeah, they're coming out. They're looking ready. Their lineup is slightly confusing. They're going for a very guard-heavy lineup, but with a center in there. I'm not sure what they're trying to go for here, but I guess we'll find out.
Number 22, Miles Stute, will face off against number 33, Miles Mallory, for the tip-off. And Gonzaga win it. Number 13 takes it to the top of the key. Number 5 shoots and misses. St. Vincent's win it on the ground, and they're going to bring it up fairly slowly. Number 2, Anthony Blunt, taking it up. He passes out to the right. Number 13 moves back to the top. Gonzaga win it back, gain some ground up the court. Number 1, who shoots and scores.
They're going to want to continue that, converting those fast break opportunities. They're going to need to do that if we're going to continue to push down the court.
Very true. Coming off the field again, once again, is Vincent Pallotti. Some good running here from number 2. He just goes for the jump shot, comes off the rim. Gonzaga can't collect it though, and it's come back out. Gonzaga win a fast break opportunity, goes up for the layup. Easy 2 points, once again, Lawrence.
Well, very early here, we're seeing the defense of Gonzaga take advantage of bad decisions made by Pallotti here. And that matchup between Chuck Harris and Anthony Blunt is one to watch. If Chuck Harris needs to be able to shut down Anthony Blunt if Gonzaga wants to have a chance.
Very true. St. Vincent's coach does not look very happy with this opening minute here. He's already called his first timeout of the game.
Yeah, we've been seeing the Pallotti coach over the course of this tournament get very heated as the game runs its course.
A passionate coach. That's what you want.
Hey, no better entertainment, isn't that right?
Absolutely. And Gonzaga break their huddle and moving back out onto the court. They're ready. They've had a strong start to this game so far, up 4-0 inside the first 55 seconds.
Yeah, both off steals leading to fast breaks. I mean, if they can continue that, they're going to dominate this game.
Number 4, Jill O'Toole, is going to inbound to number 2, who's being double-manned. He still wins the ball. Still being double-marked, and he breaks up the court very well. Passes to number 13, who spins it out to number 12. Goes for the 3, and it's down. 4-3 to Gonzaga. Here's number 1, Anwar Gill, taking it back up the court for Gonzaga. He's being marked by number 12. Moves it inside to Terrence. Moves it far to number 2, shoots a 3. It's off the rim. It's on the top of the backboard. The referee blows.
Gonzaga will be in trouble if Pallotti keeps hitting those threes. But from what we've seen from Pallotti over the course of this tournament is they're not consistent from mid-range or deep. So I wouldn't be too concerned if I was Gonzaga right now about Pallotti continuing to hit those three-pointers.
Once again, number 13 is on the right-hand side of the three-point zone. Spins it to number 4, who shoots the 3, comes off the far side of the rim. Bounces down to number 2, Anthony Blunt, who's moving back towards the half line, looking to make space. He passes down on the left side to number 12. Running out of time here, Vincent Pallotti. Moving the ball around very well. Gonzaga can't seem to handle this passing game. Number 12 cuts inside. Passes back out once again. Number 2 goes up for the 3, and he misses.
He's fouled.
Wins 2 free throws.
Pallotti's shown a tremendous proclivity to hit their free throws, so Gonzaga should stay away from stupid fouls like that.
Here's number 2, Anthony Blunt, with the first free throw of the game. And it's good. Now Anthony Blunt for his second free throw. And that one's out. It's recovered by... Oh. So, foul by Gonzaga, I think. One more throw for Anthony Blunt. And he's missed again. Gonzaga will be looking to break quickly here. Terrence Williams picks up the ball. He shoots twice. Gonzaga missed 2 layups and traveled. Vincent Pallotti will.
Whether or not they're traveling or they're missing those layups, it still says a lot about the big men of Gonzaga that they're able, or even a guard like Chuck Harris that's able to get down there and grab 3 rebounds in a row off the glass, like just right over Pallotti. That can't happen for them if they want to take the lead in this game.
Absolutely. Now here's Gila 2 on the edge of the key. With the pass, he moves to number 33, Miles Mallory. He passes back down to number 12. Looking for a pass, can't find it. He finds number 13, who also can't find a pass, and he goes down, loses the ball. And Gonzaga's number 1, Anwar Gill, picks it up. He's moving up the field very quickly. Draws the shooting foul. And Gonzaga will have an inbound.
That's what happens when you drive the paint. You're going to force the other team to make mistakes, and that's what happened there. Inbounds plays, these are important.
It's a very good inbound there from Gonzaga, who move the ball in, take the layup, and get the extra foul.
That's an area where Gonzaga's going to have the advantage over Pallotti, is the inbounds plays. Pallotti is not good at defending inbounds plays, and Gonzaga has to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. Here's Terrence Williams for his first free throw of the game. And he's missed it. Number 4. Here's number 2, Anthony Blunt, taking the ball up once again. Being marked by Chuck Harris for Gonzaga. Moves the ball outright to number 13. He's looking for a pass. Can't seem to find it. He's pushing to the byline. Number 4 now picks up the ball. Passes out wide to number 13. He loses the ball and it's out of bounds.
What we're seeing right now from Gonzaga is a tough man defense. And it's worked out so far. They have 2 steals, and they've converted their fast break opportunities, and they're not allowing Pallotti to score points just in the paint and driving the basket. That's what they want to see.
Anthony Blunt on the ball once again. He's had a lot of possession in the early minutes in this game so far. He pulls up for 3 and is out. Gonzaga recover once again, looking for the fast break. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. Number 2 pulls up for Gonzaga, and he sinks the 3. Very good shot there.
If that continues for Gonzaga, Pallotti is in serious trouble.
It's very true. Chuck Harris doing a very good job of marking Anthony Blunt here. He's making these passes really difficult for him. But number 33 finds some space, spins it to number 4, who shoots the 3 and makes it. 9-7 now to Gonzaga for the fast break. Hits Chuck Harris on the edge of the D. Spins to number 22. Who lays up for an easy 2 points.
That was a serious mismatch right there. They have a big man on a small forward. That can't happen if if Gonzaga's going to force those mismatches. Pallotti's got to make their switches and get the right man on the big guys for Gonzaga.
Yeah, Gonzaga's playing a very tight defense here, making it really difficult for Vincent Pallotti to find these passes. But they're still finding a way, and they've moved the ball to the corner once again. Go up for the 3, but it's not there. Number 12 shoots a layup, and he's made it. 11-9 to Gonzaga now. Here comes Chuck Harris, moving on the court once again. He's on the left-hand side of the D. And he's fouled. Ball goes back to Vincent Pallotti. What happened there, Lawrence?
Well, I mean, Gonzaga can't be making dumb mistakes like that. If they're giving the ball over to Pallotti, Pallotti's going to capitalize on it. I mean, they're a volume team. If they get enough opportunities, they're going to put the ball in the net, and that's not what Gonzaga wants.
And Pallotti there missed another shot. Gonzaga playing a fast break. It's number 1, Anwar Gill. He dunks for 2 points. A very
fast break opportunities again and again. That's gonna. I get the feeling that's gonna make a difference in this game. Is who can convert their fast break opportunities. And right now, Gonzaga's getting the fast break opportunities, and they're converting on them.
And there is Malcolm Dredd, number 12, is about to sub in for Gonzaga at the next opportunity. Number 12 for Vincent Pallotti on the edge of the D. He's looking to find some space, but he's really struggling. Gonzaga double manning him. And number 22, Miles Stute, blocks the shot. In comes Malcolm Dredd for number 22, Miles Stute.
You know what I'm seeing from that substitution is they're trying to save Miles Stute's energy for later on in the game when they might need him.
Malcolm Dredd, the 6'4" sophomore, Looking to make.
Yeah, and that's not to say that Malcolm Dredd is not a capable forward. He can make plays.
Yep, 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Number 13 for Gonzaga on the edge of the D. Moves it to Dredd. He can't find a pace. He can't find a pass, sorry. He passes to Terrence. Number 1 on the left side. Terrence plays the pick. Number 1 moves inside, passes out to number 2, who shoots. He can't quite make it. Dredd picks up the rebound. It's back out to number 1. He plays the pass to Terrence. And they make the layup.
A little heat check there from Chuck Harris earlier. You know, you make the three-pointer, you feel like you got a hot hand, and get the heat check, it just doesn't go in. Well, now then it's time to play the ball on the inside.
All right, Gonzaga back in defending again very, very quickly. Number 4 for Vincent Pallotti pulls up on a jump shot and makes it. Here's Anwar Gill for Gonzaga. He's going to take the ball up slowly. Passes to number 13, Josh Watts on the left-hand side. He finds the pass to Malcolm Dredd. Finds the pass to Terrence William. It's number 2 for Gonzaga, Chuck Harris and Malcolm Dredd. And Terrence William once again, he's looking for the shot, but he travels.
Oh, that's rough right there. I don't know if I agree with that call.
And in comes number 5, F.A. Gonondir for Vincent Pallotti. He is a 6'4" senior. Here comes number 2, Anthony Blunt, carrying the ball up once again for Vincent Pallotti. He's being marked by Dredd very closely. It's number 32 on the ball. Spins it to number 12. He looks for the pass, but can't find it. He's running around the edge of the D. Moves it back to number 2, Anthony Blunt. Looks for the pass, dribbles down to the left-hand side. Can't find the pass. Plays it high, but loses it to number 13 for Gonzaga, who plays a fast break. Takes the shot, but misses it. And Vincent Pallotti's defenders draw the foul.
You know, as close as this game is right now, we're seeing that the tight defense being played by Gonzaga is really paying off for steals and fast break opportunities. And if that continues, I honestly foresee Gonzaga pulling away in this game, because you know Pallotti is just not going to be able to keep up with them if they continue to force fast breaks.
And in comes freshman Devin Dinkins at 5'9", number 0. And here's number 0 for Vincent Pallotti, Stalin Oaks, moving up the field. He passes out wide, but it's intercepted by Chuck Harris for Gonzaga, who goes up for the layup. He misses it, but he's taken down. And I believe Gonzaga will have a free throw here. Say the time. 36 seconds here. And Chuck Harris makes the free throw. One more here. And he's made it. 2 in a row. Very impressive. Here's number 32, Joshua Carter on the ball. Spins it to Gonondir. He pushes through the middle, but he's being double marked and he loses it. And it is an inbound to Vincent Pallotti.
Pallotti hasn't been able to get anything down low into the paint. They're settling for deep shots and mid-range shots. Now, although they have been falling, I don't anticipate they'll continue to fall if Gonzaga keeps putting pressure on them.
33 seconds here. Vincent Pallotti will be looking to score once or twice more before the break. And they do, with an easy layup to make the score 17-15 to Gonzaga. Here, Gonzaga move in very threateningly. Take the long shot, but it comes back off the rim.
Quarter's winding down now, 15 seconds left.
Gonzaga will be looking to slow it down and go into the break with a lead. This freshman, Devin Dinkins, scores his first 2 points of the game. Playing a high press here on Stalin Oaks.
It's not often you see a small guy like Dinkins go into the paint like that and come out with a few points.
And that's the end of the first quarter, Lance. What do you have to say about that?
Well, you know, what we saw from Gonzaga was complete and utter domination. Now, although the score only says they're 4 points up, you know, that's just because Pallotti's gotten a little lucky with their shooting tonight. And I honestly see Gonzaga's dominating on defense. They're causing steals. They're taking advantage of their fast break opportunities, and you know, I honestly think there are only a few reasons why Pallotti's still in this game, and I think it's because they're shooting, they're hitting their mid-range shots, they're hitting their deep shots, they're hitting their free throws, and I think it's also fouls. Gonzaga's been made some stupid mistakes on the fouls column in the stat sheet. You know, they're not you know, they're not playing smart in that sense. But you know,
Absolutely.
Gonzaga just needs, if they fix that, they're going to pull away in this game. But you know, as it is, they're dominating in every column of the stat sheet.
And during the break right here, we'd like to say a very quick thank you to the Washington Hilton for sponsoring the tournament today. Just a note, Gonzaga still have all their timeouts at their disposal, and Vincent Pallotti have used one. Just a note. And both teams are taking the court once again. Number 12 for Pallotti, Isaiah Oshinaye, will be inbounding to start off the second quarter. Can't find the pass. He looks for number 2, Anthony Blunt, the point guard, who will take the ball up here against number 1 for Gonzaga, Anwar Gill. He's number 5, looking for the pass. He can't find it. He's being pressed quite highly. Some very good ball movement from Vincent Pallotti. They move the ball inside the D, but can't make the shot. Here's Gonzaga on the fast break. Freshman Devin Dinkins pulls it. And Gonzaga makes the shot. Chuck Harris took the shot there from Devin Dinkins' assist.
Palotti's got to play tighter defense on that. They can't give up those mid-range shots from guards with the mismatch.
Absolutely. Here's Anthony Blunt once again coming up. 2 players for Gonzaga moving to sub in. Number 13, Josh Watts, and Miles Stoop. There's a foul.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Yep,
Did you see what happened?
A foul by Vincent Pallotti on Gonzaga. And it is an inbound for Gonzaga. Dinkins will take. Plays it into... He's taking it up on his own, right up the middle of the court. A high press here from Vincent Pallotti. Looks like they've moved to a man defense maybe. Miles Stoot takes the ball in the middle. Moves it back out to Devin Dinkins, who shoots for 3. Hits the rim, and it's recovered easily by Miles Mallory for Vincent Pallotti. And the jump ball there goes to Gonzaga.
You know, I think a strategy that Gonzaga might start to go for as we move out of the first half and into the second half is going to be trapping Anthony Blunt for Vincent Pallotti.
And Miles Stoot pulls up there off the inbound and can't quite make the shot. And here comes Anthony Blunt carrying the ball up at pace, looking to push the Gonzaga defense, not give them time to get ready. And he's being tightly marked by Malcolm Dredd. And he can't find a pass. He's just holding the ball in the corner there. Can't seem to do anything, but he runs in very well. And passes to his friend number 12, who shoots. Makes the 3. 21-18 now to Gonzaga. 6.5 minutes left to go in the quarter.
Now Oshinaye has been hitting those shots for him. He's really the one on Pallotti. He's really the only player on Pallotti that's been able to knock down threes and mid-range shots. So Gonzaga's got to mark him. Now Anthony Blunt's dangerous, but Oshinaye has proved to be just as dangerous tonight.
It's very true. His Dredd pulls up for 3, hits the rim once again. Gonzaga haven't made a jump shot in a while. And here comes Anthony Blunt once again. Moving on the field. He plays very slowly. He's watching the game. He can read the court very well. Looking for the pass, but he can't find it. He's going to dribble in a bit further. Plays the pass under the rim to number 32, who looks for the shot but can't quite make it.
That's good defense down low from Gonzaga.
It's Chuck Harris. Comes up, shoots for 3, and misses. And Gonzaga can't get the rebound.
Harris has got to be more consistent with his 3-point shots. First of all, he's got to start picking better ones. Step-back shots from 3-point range are not high-percentage shots. Pick your spots.
Absolutely right. Anthony Blunt falls down while he's dribbling, manages to get the pass off to Oshinaye, who moves to the number 33, Miles Mallory, who will shoot but can't make it, and then Oshinaye shoots, gets the and 1. 2 shots for him. And number 3, Wade Johnson, will sub in for Miles Dredd. Malcolm Dredd, sorry.
Now approaching 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Pallotti has come out real strong in this quarter. They've clearly been the better team in this quarter, whereas Gonzaga was clearly the better team in the first quarter. They've crawled back into this game. Now it's tied.
And Oshinaye makes his foul throw to make the score 21 all. They've pulled it back very well here. There's a fresh sub, number 3, Wade Johnson. Passes the ball in. Wins again. Miles Stoot travels. Dribbles in well, but he's traveled in. The ball goes back to Vincent Pallotti for the inbound. Anthony Blunt carrying up the court right now. Taking it slow once again. It's being marked by Chuck Harris. Now number 5 for Pallotti can't find the pass, so he drives to the hoop. He shoots, gets blocked, and his number 33 picks up the rebound and scores. Gonzaga playing the fast break here. He plays it to number 3 on the wing. And Wade Jackson travels.
You know, I'm not sure I agree with these with the calls from these refs on the traveling violations on either team. Like, you can't call that. I mean, they've been doing it on both sides, and I appreciate the consistency, but seriously, let them play.
Absolutely, absolutely. Gonzaga have just made a couple of substitutions, again. Really trying to freshen things up. It's not been going very well for them at the start of this quarter. Here's Anthony Blunt, once again, looking for the pass. He can't find it. He drives to the hoop, tries to play it across, but it is deflected out of bounds by Gonzaga. Vincent Pallotti's coach team.
You know, we're seeing more set plays. We're seeing more set plays from Pallotti than we are Gonzaga. I'm not sure if that's contributed to the success of Pallotti to create open shots, but Gonzaga seems to be doing fine without it. But I would consider moving into that as the second quarter plays on.
Gonzaga draw the foul there, win the inbound. They will be going back onto offense, looking to pull back this 2-point deficit that they've acquired. 4 minutes to go. Here's number 1, Anwar Gill, bringing the ball up for Gonzaga. Plays the pass out to number 13, Josh Watts. He moves it to Terrence William. He plays to number 22, Miles Stute, who shoots but is fouled.
Now here, we're getting in a crucial moment here. Gonzaga has to start making their free throws. They haven't gotten that many opportunities to at the free throw line so far in this game, but they have to convert their free throws if they want to continue to make this game tight and take the lead again.
Absolutely. The student makes his first shot. There's one more here though, as number 32 Joshua Carter comes off for Vincent Pallotti. Second shot. And he's made it to make the score 23-all with 3 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the quarter. Gonzaga are playing a high press here, making it difficult for Pallotti to get the ball out. But, however, they've done well, and Anthony Blunt picks it up once again to bring the ball over the half line here. Number 33 sets the pick. Picks the ball up again. It's a very fast-paced offense here from Vincent Pallotti. Number 4 has the ball. He goes up for the shot, misses it. Here's number 3 for Gonzaga, Wade Jackson. Miles Stute gets the ball. He's tripped, goes down, loses it. And here's Oceanaye coming up the court. And he makes the layup, 25-23.
Now we're seeing Gonzaga take advantage of these. Gonzaga has a clear advantage on the glass. They're pulling down most of the rebounds in this game. You know, that's one of the reasons this game is so close. Is Gonzaga, you know, Pallotti's making their shots, but Gonzaga is picking them off the glass when they're not.
And Gonzaga draw a foul once again, and they've picked up 2 free throws for Terrence William. And he misses his first shot there.
Gotta make your free throws. This is so important. They want to keep this game tight and take the lead. They gotta make their free throws.
Absolutely, Lance. It's crucial. But he makes his second. Fairly consistent. He's 50-50. Makes it sort of 24-25. Gonzaga still playing that high press as Wade Jackson presses up on Anthony Blunt, making it difficult for him to move the ball up the court. But he finds the pass anyway to number 4, Gilla 2. He moves inside. Draws the foul, and gives up the foul, sorry. And Gonzaga will play the inbound. Number 32, Joshua Carter, comes on for Vincent Pallotti. And the inbound to Anwar Gill. He will take the ball up for Gonzaga. Plays it to Terrence William. who loses the ball. The fresh substitute, number 32, for Vincent Pallotti, wins the ball, plays the layup but can't quite make it.
Now we're seeing that fresh energy pay dividends for Pallotti. Gonzaga's kept pretty much the same core in for the entire second quarter, and it's wearing down.
Absolutely. Got lucky on that one. Lucky not to concede.
Now we're approaching 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter, and Pallotti has maintained a pretty solid lead for the majority of this quarter, taking it away from Gonzaga, who had the lead at the beginning of the quarter. Now I don't anticipate that many lead changes, but you know, as this game progresses, if it keeps going the way it's going, you know, we might see a back and forth game as it comes down to the line.
Here's Vincent Pallotti once again, number 32, Joshua Carter. Moves the ball to number 4, Gilla 2. He's looking for the pass, but he's being marked by Miles Stute, who's cutting off all his options, really. He can't even run. Oceanaye is looking for the pass, quite far outside the D, but he passes inside to Anthony Blunt, who moves back outside. Shoots for 3, but he's missed.
They're getting a shot clock violation here. You know, that's not what you want. I mean, they've had success making shots and creating open shots early in the shot clock, but you know, that's not how you score points. You know, if you end up forcing yourself into those desperation shot attempts at the end of the shot clock, you're gonna end up with big fat rebounds for the other team to pick up.
Absolutely. 1 minute and 35 seconds to go here as Terrence Williams pulls up for the 3-point, swishes it to make the score 27-25 for Gonzaga. They've pulled their lead back here at the end of the quarter. And again, Anthony Blunt bringing up the ball. Being marked very well by Chuck Harris. He's cutting off all his options, but plays the pass to number 4, who's being marked by Miles Stute. He can't get the ball away either. Now here's Oceanaye, the shot maker. Misses the layup. But
he's going to get a foul. He's going to go to the line again. Now Pallotti's shown their ability to make free throws. Unlike Gonzaga, if they continue to make their free throws, you know, they're going to stay in this game, and it's going to be tight down to the wire.
Absolutely. 2 shots for Oceanaye. And he misses his first shot. Second shot here for Oceanaye. And he's made it. 27-26 to Gonzaga. 1 minute to go. Gonzaga play a fast offense and shoot for 3. Can't quite make it. Or win the rebound. Anthony Blunt carrying up the field. He shoots, misses it. Number 1 collects for Gonzaga. And he draws the foul.
And we're going to get a timeout here with just under... Oh, no timeout? Okay, no timeout.
No timeout.
We're just under 1 minute remaining here in the second quarter.
I think free throws for Gonzaga. Amor Gill with the shot. And he's missed it. Number 13, Joel McNair picks it up for Pallotti, carries it up at speed. He's being covered, can't find a pass, and he loses it. Amor Gill knocks the ball out of bounds off the dribble.
Now it looks like Gonzaga is going to end up with the last possession of the quarter. So, you know, it all depends on if they can hold Pallotti to 0 points on this possession right here. They could go into the half with a 3-point lead or even a 4-point lead, but they can't let them score here and get back into this game.
40 seconds here for Gonzaga. Anthony Blunt carries the ball up once again. He plays the 1-2 very smartly. Misses his first layup and misses his second. Gonzaga play a fast break. His number 1, Amor Gill, once again goes for the layup and misses it. Oceanaye picks up the ball on the rebound. Plays it long to number 2, Anthony Blunt. He's playing a fast offense here for Pallotti. He's trying to slow it down a little bit. He's looking for the pass. Terrence Williams marking him. Gonna get doubled. Amor Gill covering him now. He can't find a pass. He's 2 seconds to go. Goes for the buzzer beater, and it's down. 29-27 to Vincent Pallotti.
And so Gonzaga is going to go into the half down 2 points when they were looking at going to the half up by 1 or 2. So, you know,
Yep.
it looks like
Yep, that's half here in the Comedy Center. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with the second half very soon. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Comedy Center of Gonzaga College High School for the second half of this game here against the St. Vincent Pallotti Panthers against the Gonzaga Eagles. The score here, 27-29, Gonzaga to Vincent Pallotti. And before we get started, we'd just like to give a little shout out to another one of our sponsors today, the Capitol Holiday Inn and Capitol Hilton Hotels, who are putting up the teams while they're here. Big thanks to them. Lance, how do you feel about the first half? What do you think the team's doing well? What do you think they might need to work on to close down these threads?
Well, I think Gonzaga has to do a better job of eliminating the mid-range and three-point opportunities for Pallotti. They've done a good job on the glass of getting rebounds. They've definitely been the dominant team on the glass tonight. If they can eliminate the mid-range opportunities and the easy wide open shots, I think that's the way they want to go if they want to take control of this game. I honestly think they've been the better team in this particular matchup, but although the scoreboard doesn't show it, Pallotti's gotten a little lucky with fouls and three-point shots. We haven't seen them been able to make deep and mid-range shots over the course of this tournament, but they're doing it tonight, and I'm not sure how long they can continue. But if they continue to do that, Gonzaga's in trouble. Gonzaga needs to eliminate Pallotti's ability to score from deep and mid-range. And on the offensive end, Gonzaga needs to take smarter shots. They need to convert when they're in the paint, and they need to make their free throws. They need to make their free throws. I can't stress that enough. They've been missing their free throws. If they had made their free throws, they'd have the lead right now.
Yeah, specifically, Gonzaga should be looking to close down the point guard, number 2, Anthony Blunt, and the shooter, number 12, Isaiah Oshanaye. He's been making threes consistently throughout this game. And then St. Vincent will probably be looking to close down Miles Stute and Terrence Williams.
Yeah, and also they're gonna want to close down Chuck Harris on the outside of the perimeter. He's been making shots. He's really been the only one from Gonzaga, with the exception of maybe Terrence Williams, that's been able to make deep shots tonight. So they're gonna want to close him down, and of course Stute and Terrence Williams as well. But on the defensive end for Chuck Harris, I've been extremely impressed with his ability to shut down Anthony Blunt. Blunt's been passing, he's been facilitating as he always does, but to a lesser degree than we've seen him in the past. And I think that all the credit goes to Chuck Harris on that front. He's shut him down.
Absolutely, and here we go. For the start of the second half, you've got St. Vincent in white moving left to right, and Gonzaga in purple going right to left. As Miles Stute wins the ball, takes it up the court very quickly, gets fouled, and will have shots, I believe. No, he will have an inbound. Inbound here from Gonzaga. Number 2, Chuck Harris will throw in. And he finds Anwar Gill almost on the half line, who passes it back to Chuck Harris, finds Terrence Williams, pass back out to number 1, who travels.
Again, these traveling violations. As much as I disagree with the calls, you gotta assess how the refs are calling the game and make adjustments.
Absolutely. Here's the danger man, Anthony Blunt, carrying the ball up the court, facing Chuck Harris once again. He's looking to dribble pass right here as number 33 sets the pick, rolls, picks up the ball, shoots for 2, misses. Miles Stute catches that rebound, and Gonzaga carry it back up the court, make the easy layup to make the score 29-29.
Wow, they've come out strong. I mean, that was a terrific transition. That was a terrific transition score from Gonzaga, and we've been seeing that all game from them. We haven't seen it out of Pallotti, but Pallotti's been unable to defend those fast break and transition opportunities from Gonzaga. I think that's a weak spot they have to cover up if they want to win this game.
Yep, here's Anthony Blunt being double marked on the edge of the D. He moves it to number 4. He gets it back at the top of the D, facing Chuck Harris. He moves in, takes the shot clock violation, and he's missed.
We've seen that a few times now from Pallotti. They're being forced into those late shot clock desperation type shots, and they're making mistakes and throwing up crazy shots that are just they're just free. They're free. Absolutely. They're free boards for Gonzaga there.
Terrence Williams in the D goes up for the layup. Very easy, 2 points. 31-29 to Gonzaga.
Now, when we said at halftime that Pallotti needs to shut down Terrence Williams, that is not what we meant.
Absolutely. Here's Oshinaye, the shooter, on the ball. He passes to number 33. He finds number 13, Joel McNair. He passes back to number 4, who shoots for 3, misses on the backside of the rim. And Gonzaga's number 2, Chuck Harris, will take it back up the court. Gives it to Terrence William, who shoots for 3. Hits the rim to come back. Anthony Blunt pushing up on the fast break. Moves out to the left-hand side of the court. He's looking for a pass, but can't seem to find any. Number 4 sets a pick. Spins it to Oshinaye. Who moves inside, pushes, misses the shot, but it's recovered by St. Vincent's, who shoot for 3 and make it. And they will take the lead here. And Chuck Harris cannot find an opening right now. He's looking for a pass. Miles Stute sets the pick. Chuck Harris finds some space, pushes, can't find the shot. Gonzaga take another shot. And they've made it. 2 points.
Hey, it's the consistent rebounding ability of Gonzaga has shown through in this game, and it's contributed to the small lead that they have. But it's definitely been a big factor in this game. Gonzaga's ability to rebound over Pallotti. Pallotti would have the lead by, I would say, at least 7 or 10 points by now if they had been able to rebound more.
Absolutely. And here's Anthony Blunt once again moving in. Number 4, Gilbertu passes out wide, and it's gone out of bounds. Gonzaga will have the inbound. It's a big home crowd now for Gonzaga. They're making a lot of noise. And Pallotti call a timeout. And during this timeout, once again, we're just going to say a quick shout out for the Renaissance Hotel of downtown DC, who are also putting up a team during this trip. It's been a very interesting open to the second half here. A lot of points. What do you think about it?
You know, with just under 5 minutes left in the second half now, I've been impressed with Gonzaga. You know, they've come out very strong and countered Pallotti's surge in the second quarter. You know, Pallotti really dominated the second quarter, and Gonzaga's come out and they've definitely countered them on that front, and they've been able to regain control of this game now. Now it's only a 2-point lead, but you know, in a game that's this close, that is a lot. And they have to be able to defend this lead. They have to continue to push, and you know, if they want to push away, they need to play tighter defense on guys like Oshinaye who are hitting shots from the outside. That's got to happen if they want to pull away right now. No, they have the lead. They can continue playing the way they are, and you know, it's kind of a toss-up for who wins. But if they shut down Oshinaye, I think they have a tremendous chance to win this game.
It's very true. And Gonzaga inbound back to Chuck Harris. He will take the ball up slowly, 1v1ing against Anthony Blunt. Moves the ball down low to number 13. Has Terrence William on the edge of the D. He's looking for the pass. He finds number 13 once again on the right. He moves to the center. Plays it back to Terrence William. Finds number 13 again. Gonzaga move it all the way around the D. Looking for a way in, but they can't quite find it. And Gonzaga draw the foul. They will take shots, I believe. Oh, no, inbound. My bad. It's Chuck Harris looking for the pass. Can't see anyone. Finds number 1, Anwar Gill, who goes up, shoots, and makes it. Number 2. Sorry, 2 points for Gonzaga. And up comes Anthony Blunt. He's playing a very high press, Chuck Harris. But he's found a way through. He runs up the whole court, makes a pass down low. But number 33 can't get the shot off, and Gonzaga come back very quick.
Gonzaga got a little lucky there. It's really just by chance that Blunt wasn't able to get that ball down to number 33 and get the basket.
Absolutely. It's Anthony Blunt once again. Oshinaye is open on the left-hand side. But that's not the pass that Anthony Blunt wants. He runs it around to the left. He's looking for a pass, but can't find anything. There he goes. He's finding number 4. He moves to Oshinaye, who moves it down to number 13.
Now this zone that Gonzaga's playing,
goes up, can't make it.
This zone that Gonzaga's playing right now is really not conducive to shutting down perimeter shooters like Oshinaye, and that's, you know, like we said, that's what they need to do. And you know, I think they need to change their defense if they want to take a strong hold of this game right now.
Yep. And Miles Stute is fouled. He will have 2 shots.
13 foul.
Makes his first. That's what you've been saying this whole game, Lance. You've got to make your shots if you want to win the game.
One in, one left.
Here's a second shot now. And he's missed his second one. Rebound collected by number 4 from Vincent Pallotti, who moves it to Anthony Blunt, who spins past number 1 for Gonzaga. Anthony Blunt looks for the pass, but it comes off Stute's leg, and that will go as a kickball against Gonzaga.
You know, these petty foul calls are continuing for Gonzaga. And, you know, like I said before, I appreciate the consistency. They're going on both sides, but they just seem to keep happening at inopportune times for Gonzaga. I think that's less on the refs and more on Gonzaga. When they're getting lazy and they're starting to, you know, play it a little lackadaisical when it comes down to the important parts of the possessions.
Gonzaga play a very fast break there, but Joel McNair for Vincent Pallotti does very well to win the ball back. And on the way back, Pallotti give up a foul. And Gonzaga will inbound. Freshman Devin Dinkins comes back in for Gonzaga. And number 5, F.A. Gonondir comes in for Vincent Pallotti. A little break in the game now as Gonzaga wait for some people to move off the court. And Devin Dinkins takes up the ball, gives it back to Chuck Harris. Moves it to number 1, who gives it up to number 32 for Gonzaga. Josiah Hardy gives it to number 2, Chuck Harris. Miles Stute can't win the pass in the air. And Anthony Blunt will be looking to break once again, bringing the ball up slow. Anwar Gill is marking him one-on-one. Blunt's looking for the pass, but he can't find it. He's looking for the run, and he finds number 5, Gonondir. He also can't find a pass. He's being covered by both Dinkins and Stute, but he still does well to get the ball back out to Blunt, who pushes to the hoop, goes up for the layup, misses but is fouled, and he will have shots.
Now this is a chance for Pallotti to shorten this lead that Gonzaga has right now. This 5-point lead that Gonzaga has, which in this game seems like a lot. In a game that's been dominated by 2-point leads and 1-point leads and tie games. 5-point lead seems like a lot, but it's, you know, they're cutting. Anthony Blunt makes the shot, and they're starting to cut down that lead right now.
The second shot here. And Blunt goes 1 for 2. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go as Chuck Harris pushes back up the court for Gonzaga. Shoots, can't make it, but he's fouled. He will take shots.
Here's a chance for Gonzaga to redeem themselves at the free throw line. They've been so far in this game, and you know, they're gonna have to start making them as it comes down the stretch right now.
And he's made his first. Cool, calm, and collected from Chuck Harris. As 0, sophomore Stalin Oaks comes in for Pallotti. And number 5, Terrence William comes in for Miles Stute on Gonzaga.
Now we've seen Stalin Oaks so far in this tournament has been susceptible to trapping. I'm wondering if Gonzaga will be able to exploit that, or if they'll choose to run a trap.
Yep, 2 minutes to go here as Chuck Harris makes his second shot. And here comes Oaks carrying the sophomore versus freshman. 2 number 0s. Oaks is looking for the pass, but he spins past Devin. Makes the pass to Gonondir, who loses the ball, and it will go out the byline for a Pallotti inbound. Oaks will take. He finds the pass to number 5. The line violation, I believe, by Oaks, and Gonzaga will win the inbound. Dinkins will bring it up for Gonzaga against Oaks. Dinkins looks for the pass. He runs back down to the right corner. Breaks a little bit. And number 1, Anwar Gill for Gonzaga, travels. Miles Mallory will inbound it for Pallotti. Here comes Oaks, once again, bringing it up. does well to gain ground. Gives it up to Oshinae. He's looking for a pass. He drives inside, passes out wide to Gonzaga, who fakes, shoots, and it's off the rim, and he knocks it out. Gonzaga's inbound. It's a very fast offense there from Pallotti. Gonzaga look like they're struggling to keep these shots down.
You know, that's not where they found success. Pilates found success when they slow down the offense and they create open shots by driving the lane and forcing the defense to collapse. You know, they continue to run fast offenses like that, it's going to be to their detriment.
Absolutely. And Gonzaga have been fouled again. They will have 2 shots. 1 minute and 6 seconds left to go in the quarter as Anwar Gill takes his first free throw. Yeah, and in this quarter, we've definitely seen Gonzaga pull away from Vincent Pallotti with now a 7-point lead. We have not. This is the largest lead of the entire game, and you know, Pallotti's going to need to start doing some serious work as we move into the 4th quarter to pull back this lead and keep this game tight as it has been the whole game up until this point. Joe O'Toole and Marcus Mitchell both come in for St. Vincent as Anwar Gill makes both of his free throws. Here comes Oaks, bringing the ball up the court once again. Dinkins is struggling to cover him. And a foul has been called against Gonzaga, I believe. And St. Vincent's ball inbound. Oshinae will take the inbound. Oaks picks it up. Goes past 2 guys with a pass. Gives it to Oshinae on the left-hand side, who shoots but can't quite make it. And
Anwar Gill
recovers. Gonzaga's playing a fast break. And 32, Josiah Hardy can't quite control it. Oaks bringing the ball up slowly for Pallotti. He's looking for the pass. Can't find it. It's being double pressed, but he finds a way through. Gets the shot off, but it's not too close to the rim. Comes off the backboard, and Gonzaga play a very fast break. But number 2, Chuck Harris, can't get the shot away.
Those are the transition opportunities they have to take advantage of. You know, that was hard defense by Pallotti, but Gonzaga has to capitalize off those opportunities.
9 seconds now for Gonzaga. As they break back over the court again, they'll be looking to make a buzzer beater, extend their lead to 10 points right before the break. But can't quite manage it. And we will go into the 4th quarter with the scoreline reading 40-32 to Gonzaga.
Yeah, well, we definitely saw a very dominating quarter by the Gonzaga Eagles tonight, and in that 3rd quarter, and you know, something needs to change for Pallotti if they want to win, and it's going to have to be a drastic change. They're going to have to start dropping shots. They're going to have to start moving into the middle. They're going to have to stop giving up those free turnovers to Gonzaga that are resulting in fast break points. They're going to have to continue to make their free throws as they have the whole night, and they're going to need to stop fouling Gonzaga in the paint, because Gonzaga has redeemed themselves at the free throw line in the 3rd quarter, and they were able to convert their free throws, and that contributed to the lead. Gonzaga also did a great job of that quarter of you know, grabbing. They continue to do a great job of grabbing those boards and putting the balls up onto the glass and getting those points in the paint. And that's something that Pallotti really hasn't been able to do. They have not been able to get the points in the paint. And you know, it's going to come down to Anthony Blunt being able to facilitate and drive the lane and create opportunities for Isaiah Oshinae, because he's the one that's been able to make the shots for Pallotti, and that's going to need to happen ASAP for Pallotti if they want to close this lead and get the win.
It's very true, Lawrence. Gonzaga going into the 4th quarter with an 8-point lead. We're in for a busy 4th quarter, a very busy 4th quarter. Malcolm Dredd comes in for Gonzaga. And Gonzaga will inbound to start off the 4th quarter. Dinkins collects the ball in his own half. He will carry it over the half line. Looking to find some space. He gives the ball to number 13, Josh Watts. Moves it to Terrence Williams. Pushes very physically inside the paint and is fouled and will have shots. 2 shots here for Terrence Williams.
3 miles, Mallory, his third. 17 foul.
Oh, and he's missed his first shot. Very unlucky. He's coming off going around the whole rim before it bounced out. Here's his second shot. Shoots, and he's made it. 41-32 to Gonzaga. And Anthony Blunt is back in the game, and he was carrying the ball up for Pallotti.
And Josh Watts playing defense on Anthony Blunt. This is a change from the Chuck Harris defense that's been played earlier from Gonzaga.
And Oceanaye finds space under the hoop, goes up for the layup and makes it, 34-41. Gonzaga take it straight back, right back down the court. Josh Watts scores the layup.
You know, as much as Watts has been playing it as tight on Blunt as Chuck Harris was, he is a more offensive player, and I think that'll definitely translate to more points from Gonzaga in this quarter.
Absolutely. Oceanaye collects the ball, passes under the hoop to number 33, but he can't quite make the layup. Dinkins moves the ball up the court, going one-on-one with Anthony Blunt, who is considerably taller than him. And Terrence Williams moves the ball out to number 13, who goes up for 3 but can't quite make it. Number 1 picks the ball up on the edge of the D, shoots but also can't make it. Gonzaga pick up the rebound once again but lose the ball on an intercepted pass, and Anthony Blunt will bring the ball back up. Pushes into the D very aggressively, passes out to the right to number 4. He shoots, can't make it, and Terrence Williams collects the pass.
So those rebounds again, that's the main contributor for Gonzaga's big lead that they have right now, is those rebounds.
Malcolm Dredd pushes inside, passes back out to Terrence Williams, who passes in to Anwar.
That was a terrific play right there. That's what we've been seeing out of Gonzaga this whole game, the ability to get into the paint and create opportunities in the paint. That's what Gonzaga's been able to do this entire game, and that's the one thing that Pallotti has not been able to do, and I think that's one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, besides the rebounds, that's contributing to Gonzaga's lead.
And Gonzaga draw the foul there on a charge. And I believe Pallotti will have shots. Gonzaga with almost an 11-point lead now, with 6 minutes left to go in the quarter. Two shots for Anthony Blunt. Shoots his first and makes it. He has one more.
Once he picks up his dribble,
It's come out. Terrence Williams collects it, and Dinkins will take the ball up the court. Moving very quickly here. Gonzaga playing a fast offense. Dredd stumbles collecting the pass and has given up a travel. Very unlucky though.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Lawrence. Anthony Blunt bringing the ball back up. Moves it down to the left flank. Quickly finds Oceanaye at the top of the D. He drives to the hoop, goes up for the layup, goes over the hoop, and Williams collects.
Now with 5.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, this is going to start to get into desperation mode for Pallotti. It's a 10-point lead. The leads in this game have not toppled easily, and they're going to need to start working now, immediately.
Absolutely. Williams drives to the hoop. He shoots the layup and makes it. 47 to 35. Gonzaga are in the lead. And Joshua Carter is about to come in for Pallotti. Anthony Blunt finds some space, drives to the hoop, shoots the layup and makes it. A very impressive play from him.
We haven't seen a whole lot of that. Tonight from Blunt. Mostly when he drives and he kicks it out to the outside. That's going to need to start happening more and more from Pallotti if they want to climb back into this game.
Absolutely. And number 13 for Gonzaga, Josh Watts, tries to the hoop, loses the ball on the cross-court pass. Anthony Blunt drives once again, finds space under the hoop, passes to his friend number 33. He will score, and Pallotti will have a timeout. So, 4.5 minutes left to go in the game. Gonzaga is up 47-39. Pallotti are really working away at this deficit that they had going into the quarter. They're doing a great job. What do you think?
At this point in the game, you start expecting one team or another to start fatiguing more than the other. But as it appears right now, neither team seems to be getting more tired than the other. But right now, Gonzaga has firm control of this game. They called the timeout at the right time. I think just as Pallotti was starting to go on a run, that should cool them out a little bit. Pallotti needs to keep doing. They had 4 points really quickly right there, but it was tempered by a score from Gonzaga. So they can't be trading baskets. They cannot trade baskets in the last 4 minutes of the quarter here. They have to start playing lockdown defense. They can't let Gonzaga score, and it just has to come down to they have to dominate these last 4.5 minutes if they want to climb back into this game and eventually win it.
An 8-point deficit here for Vincent Pallotti, and they have 4.5 minutes to pull it back.
And can I just say, I don't think that'll happen. I don't think Gonzaga is going to give up this lead that they have.
Interesting take. I'm excited for the rest of this game. And it looks like Gonzaga will inbound in their own half. Number 13, Josh Watts, passes to number 2, Chuck Harris, who moves it wide to Anwar Gill, who gives it back to Chuck Harris on the right-hand side. He gives it back to is Anwar Gill, moving into the corner, facing off against Oceanaye. Oceanaye can't quite cover him. Gonzaga pull up for 3, and it's down. 50-39 for Gonzaga. 4 minutes left to go. Anthony Blunt carries the ball up quickly. A sense of urgency now coming from the Pallotti players. Oceanaye picks up the ball with his back to the hoop. He's looking for a pass. He gives it back to Blunt. He looks for space, makes a pass into the key, but it's out, and he shoots again, makes it. 50-41.
Hey, if you're getting 3-pointers, the other team's getting 2-pointers, it looks good for Gonzaga right now.
It's very true, very true. Gonzaga pick up a layup there, very well worked by Miles Stute.
Gonzaga's going to be just fine with trading baskets. They're going to be just fine with going one back and forth on the scoring front, because but it's got to change for Pallotti. They can't keep allowing Gonzaga to score.
Blunt does very well there to break away from 2 defenders. Works his way all the way to the hoop, shoots and scores. And then Gonzaga bring it right back, go for a layup, draw the foul. They will have 2 shots.
Number 32, Josh Carter on the personal, that's his 5th. The 18th foul.
As the time starts winding down, it starts to get more like we're now approaching 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's going to start getting more and more desperate for Pallotti. They're going to need a monster run. If they keep trading baskets, if they keep allowing Gonzaga to score, eventually it's just going to become out of reach.
It's very true. 2 shots for Terrence William. And he makes his first. Very consistent he's been so far today. Here's his second shot. And he's made it 2 in a row. Very impressive. 54-43 with 3 minutes left to go. Anthony Blunt breaking up court, very high speeds. He's at the top of the key, looking for some space, looking to make a pass. Spins it to Oceanaye. Also can't find very much space. There's a push there by Miles Stute, and Vincent Pallotti will inbound. Anthony Blunt moves to number 33 at the top of the key. He's looking for a pass, can't find anyone open. He gives it back to Anthony Blunt. There's another push by number 13 on Gonzaga, Josh Watts. Gonzaga's making it very difficult for Vincent Pallotti to establish a rhythm here.
Oh, for sure, and that's important for them. We're approaching. We're just under 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter now. It's getting desperate for Pallotti right now. They need to score. They need to score now. They need to stop Gonzaga. They need to continue to score.
Anthony Blunt jumps, looks for the shot, passes out wide to number 13, who shoots but can't make it. and Gonzaga will have an inbound. They'll be looking to take this slow, run some time down on the clock, and close out the game, really. They're up by 11 points with 2.5 minutes left to go.
You know, at some point it starts becoming you are who you are, and it's, you know, stuff isn't going to change. And it's been the same way the whole game that they, you know, there hasn't, you know, it's not like Gonzaga went on a huge run in the third quarter to establish their lead. They did it persistently, they scored consistently. It's been more of a trading baskets game, but Gonzaga's just got the edge over and over again, just a little bit of an edge, and that's led to their lead. And it's, you know, at some point just nothing changes, and I don't anticipate anything changing right now, and it spells doom for Pallotti.
It does indeed. Saying that, here comes Anthony Blunt with a very fast break. Like I said earlier, a real sense of urgency coming from these Pallotti players right now. Anthony Blunt goes between two Gonzaga defenders, takes a shot, can't make it. Stute breaks on the reply, and here's Terrence Williams on the edge of the D. Gives it back to Chuck Harris at the top of the key. Plays it inside to Miles Stute. And a foul is called on Gonzaga. I'm not sure what the call is, though. Gonzaga's coaches are not happy with that call. Here's Blunt, once again, top of the D. Looking for some space. Gives it to Oshinaye. He drives to the hoop, plays it out up top to number 4, who does well to keep the ball from going over the half line. Number 13 drives to the hoop, goes up, can't make it. And it's out off of a Pallotti player for a Gonzaga inbound. 1.5 minutes left to go here, Lance.
You know, this is starting to become less of a game clock and more of a countdown to the end of the game. I mean, you know, the outcome seems to be more of a seems to be completely decided right now. Something really special has to happen right now for the outcome of this game to change. Something really special. From the way this game is going, it's just not going to happen.
I think that's right, Lawrence. I think that's right. Gonzaga here have acquired 2 free throws, and they will be taken by Chuck Harris. He misses his first to the left, but he has one more. Gonzaga with a 13-point lead now. He'll be looking to extend it. And he makes his second.
And I think with that free throw, we can safely say that, you know, it's over.
I don't know. Never count out the losing team. Vincent Pallotti has been looking threatening on their attack so far, especially with Anthony Blunt. He's playing like crazy. It's him and Oshinaye, who scores a layup right there to make the score 57-57, only a 10-point difference, as Pallotti call a timeout.
The 2018 DC Classic Tournament Committee would like to pay special thanks to all in broadcasting and the Gonzaga parents and students who are providing today's play-by-play internet coverage of all the games here at the Carmody Center. You can link to this year's tournament action on YouTube or on the Gonzaga DC website, www.gonzagadcclassic.org.
1 minute and 22 seconds left to go here. Gonzaga lead 57-45.
You know, and I think the message that Gonzaga's players are getting right now is just close the game out. You know, finish it off. Don't let up. Don't give up. You know, don't start playing lazy. Don't start you know, giving them opportunities that they wouldn't normally get.
Don't lose your 12-point lead.
That sounds about right, doesn't it, Arthur?
Gonzaga will play the inbound here from their own baseline, and number 1, Anwar Gill, breaks up the field, up the court, very quickly. It's being marked by Anthony Blunt. He plays it out to the right-hand side to Chuck Harris, who spins back towards the hoop, and Terrence Williams will shoot the layup and makes it.
Yeah, by the looks of that, they're not letting up at all. They are putting the foot down on Pallotti's throat, and they're just crushing their vocal cords.
All right, Lawrence. Anthony Blunt here. He shoots from inside the D for 2, making the score 59-47. Playing a very high press here. They're looking to get whatever points they can. 40 seconds to go. Gonzaga will be looking to just close the game out. Still going for blood though. As they go for a layup. Can't get it off though. Miles Stute will shoot. He is fouled. And Gonzaga will have shots with 31 seconds remaining.
Volley number 2, Anthony Blunt, whistle on the personal, his third. The Eagles number 22, Miles
2 shots from Miles
Stute.
Stute.
2 shots.
And misses his first. One more here for Miles Stute.
Shooting with 1 shot.
And he's made it to make the score 60-47 with 30 seconds left to go. It's going to be difficult for Pallotti to pull anything off here.
Oh, that's putting it mildly, Arthur.
Yes. It's number 4, Gil Atu, in the bottom left corner. He passes inside. Number 41 will shoot. Jordan Davis will shoot and make it to make the score 60-49 with 5 seconds left to go. And I believe that will be game. A good win for Gonzaga over Vincent Pallotti. It by no means was it easy. It was a hard-fought game by both teams.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. What I'm impressed with from Gonzaga this game is their third quarter. It was so dominant, so powerful. So they played so well in that third quarter, and they didn't really go on a run. It wasn't like they went on a 12-2 run or anything. I mean, it was just consistent. They were consistently scoring. They were putting the ball in the basket, and they were letting Pallotti score a little bit, but it was just inching their way. 1 point lead. They lose and a 1 point lead and 2 point lead. And eventually grew up to a 10-point lead, and they just never let up. They grew it up to at 1 point a 14-point lead. So
that third quarter was digging the grave, and the fourth quarter was nails in the coffin, so to speak.
Exactly, Arthur. That's exactly how I would put it. They never let off the gas. They never let up. They never gave Pallotti even a chance of getting back in the game. They played the whole fourth quarter like they were playing to win. Like they were playing to win. They were not playing not to lose. They were playing the whole time as if they were behind.
Absolutely. So we have a bit of a break here now until our next game, but we will be back in 20 minutes for our next semi-final, I guess.
Indeed.
Yep. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you then.